Hello children, welcome to Vivid Botany. This question is exclusively about the genetic code. We know that George Gamow proposed the triplet codon, that is, 3 nucleotides will code for 1 amino acid. That is, we have total 64 codons, in which 3 are nonsense codons or terminating codons or stop signals that include UAA, UAG, UGA. Remaining 61 codons code for 20 amino acids. So, the biggest task for every student who is plus 2 to remember the 61 codons and respective amino acids. I believe in the picturesque diagram, picturesque memory. Let me see how do I remember this. I'll give you a short hint here. That is, if you take here UU, four U's are taken here, and the third codon, that is UCAG. This sequence doesn't change. UCAG does not change here. And how do I remember here is that the first two codons will code for phenylalanine. And next UU. First UU will code for phenylalanine. Next UU will code for lysine. Next we have all CUs. They too code for the same lysine. Next we have AUs. All AUs will code for isoleucine except AUG. The AUG will code for methionine. This is the first amino acid in all polypeptides, and it is also the starting codon, that is first amino acid as well as the starting, both are same. Starting codon of the polypeptide, it is coded by AUG. I often say it as UG. Then all GUs will code for valine, VAL for valine, and all UCs will code for serine. I remember it as SUC, SUC, SUC. Then all CCs will code for proline. I remember it as PCC, Pradesh Congress Committee. Then all ACs will code for 309. All ACs. All ACs will code for 309. Then all GCs will code for alanine. All GCs means here GCU, GCC, GCA, GCG, all their code for alanine. Like that, majority of the triplets, respective amino acids, I remember the first two nucleotides. It becomes very easy for me. For example, AAA, AAG, they code for lysine. And there are some amino acids which are only 2 codons are there, for which they need to be remembered very carefully. Remaining all are same. For example, first two A's, first two UAs, they code for tyre, that is tyrosine. Then we have first two CAs, they code for histidine. You know that. Then next two CAs will code for glycine. So not glycine, this is glutamine. Like that, all GGs will code for glycine. But some exceptions are there here. You should remember here is that first two UGs will code for cysteine, and UGG will code for tryptophan. UGG will code for tryptophan. What is specialty of tryptophan? Tryptophan is precursor of auxins and zinc is precursor of tryptophan. So we require zinc and tryptophan, both are for synthesis of auxins, whose triplet codon is UGG. Okay, so this is one thing I'll remember. Phenylalanine, first to 1 point, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If you remember the 17, only the thing is that you have to practice them repeatedly. Take a slate, take a paper with pencil and write them repeatedly, at least once in a day, like that, for 7 days, 8 days, 10 days. Immediately after 3 days, 4 days, you get them memorized and you never forget them in life. This is my preparation. How do I don't have any codes or codons. I say suck for serine, PCC for CC, lag for lysine, all ACs threonine, all GCs alanine, first two A's tyrosine, first two CA's histidine, next two CA's glutamine, all GG's glycine, UGG tryptophan, first two UG cysteine, all CU's leucine, all AU's isoleucine, all GU's valine. So all AU's except methionine. Anyhow, we remember methionine because it is the first amino acid, as well as cysteine, methionine, both are sulfur containing amino acids. Really, it is a big challenging task for every student to remember all the codons, but minimum you have to remember these 17 points. In that nutshell, you can remember the total. Okay, so hope my explanation is useful for you. You are getting benefit out of this. I try to recapitulate, revise all this, because every year they are asking one question from genetic codon. Let us see now the question here. Statement 1. AUG codes for methionine. This statement is very much correct. And phenylalanine. This is wrong, because phenylalanine is coded by UGG. It is coded by UGG. You can call it as UG only, you can call it. That is, so this statement is wrong. Then AAG will code for AG. Both will code for lysine. I wrote it here. It's very much correct. I remember it as lag. Both will code for lysine. So we have lysine, tryptophan, enriched, Atlas 66. Now maize variety developed in 2000 year, that rich with lysine and tryptophan. That is, the point is there in strategies, plant breeding. So here, first statement is wrong, second statement is right. So the option is 4. Statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is true. So this is very tough question as far as my knowledge goes. So those people, those students who do this kind of bits very well, definitely they are going to knock the best medical college in India. I hope so. If you do not do this type of questions, you may get less marks, like you may get 170, 160, 165, like that. In such cases, you may not get the best 100 or best 1000 ranks in internet, in all India rank that I am seeing. So don't leave this kind of tables, examples. I told you Pusa Swarnim, Karan Rai, Hilband, plant breeding tables are there. You should be very perfect with those tables, then only you can do better. Okay, thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe my channel Vivid Botany.